Hi guys, I'm Kim and you're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse escape, get free, and stay free. Today I want to talk about gaslighting, the horrendous impact it has on victims, the covert and insidious nature of this type of abuse, and if there is any way to kind of slow that down in your narc. And, let's just ask the question today, why are they doing it? Kind of a quick recap on what we know so far about this very, very serious personality disorder is the narcissist is kind of broken internally. They are very guilt and shame ridden people. They hate themselves, truly have a deep sense of self-loathing, and they cannot assume any responsibility for anything because this inflicts more guilt and shame on them, to which they are at an absolute emotional maximum. So they really can't take any more of it. They feel best in life when they're hurting, harming, and diminishing others. They absolutely delight in inflicting pain on people, and this doesn't really matter whether you're aware of what they've done to you yet or not. I mean, the fact that, it's pending is very exciting to them. They truly feed off other people's souls. We're well aware of the history-long connection between this grave type of mental illness, personality disorder, and demonic possession, demons, devils. I mean, they really are considered to be, horrendous, horrible people, and this is the truth. They are selfish. They can be lazy. Their addiction also comes with a wealth of other issues. Now, a lot of these other problems are going to often consider alcoholism, drug addiction, sex addictions, bizarre sexual practices, and addiction to pornography, and gambling is very, very common. Now, pretty much all of those that I mentioned, of course, I was dealing with on a pretty regular basis with Trevor. But one of the things that they are deeply addicted to, and very likely have been throughout their entire lifetime, dating back to early childhood, is a very desperate addiction to feeling special. And this will often override, their ability to make good choices or to put on the brakes when they want to, or feel the need to lash out and hurt someone. This need to feel special is all-consuming for narcissists, especially malignant, covert narcissists. The ways the narcissist desperately needs to feel special can really vary. I mean, it can be everything from them trying to make themselves appear special because they were victimized, because they're sick. It can be something positive, like they are successful at a particular thing, that they're super good looking. Now, of course, in Trevor's case, he probably doesn't even attempt to go there. But it can be in many, many different ways that they just kind of need to be that center of attention. I think many people, would like to have their special qualities or special skills acknowledged in a positive and healthy way. This is not what we're talking about with a narcissist. This is an all-consuming need to fill an empty soul, and that's very different from, accepting courteously, some acknowledgement that you've done something well. Now, this need to feel special will really just involve you praising them. I mean, they need that constant praise. And anytime you're going to try and step into a light or, a bright light acknowledging special skills or talents you have, this is always going to be met with great envy and great jealousy, very quickly turning hatred on, and them really loading loathing and detesting you if, you are successful at something, because not only do they need to be special, but they need to be far, far more special than their partner. Now, because the narcissist is typically going to source out what they believe to be good supply, they will recognize something special about you, but in no way willing to nurture it or foster it. It's all about crushing it, diminishing it, and kind of stepping up on top of you. Because the narcissist is so deeply invested in creating an illusion that they are special to the world, they are very, very diligently working on diminishing you. Now, they are going to resort to a lot of sneaky, underhanded, deceitful, acts behind your back, and very often right in your face. I mean, Trevor had no problem with doing horrible things to me right in front of me, but they are going to be so invested in making themselves appear special that there will be this real active psychological game of inflicting harm and injury on you and diminishing you, and really launching very powerful smear campaigns against you to make you feel bad. They just don't seem to get that sort of equality thing where two strong people in a relationship make a stronger, healthier union. Absolutely not. That is not what they want. They have to be and feel empowered and superior. They don't want to do this with you. They need to do this at your expense and at all cost. Now, I understand that for victims, some type of closure, some type of understanding of this is really important. So basically what we have is someone so committed and so invested, so committed to and invested in making themselves appear superior at the cost of other people, that they are completely detached from your emotions. So as they're doing things to hurt you so they can feel superior, the day comes, and if you're a victim, this day comes quite regularly, where now you need to try and communicate with your partner and say, hey, bud, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what are you doing? What is happening? What is going on? Now, they cannot sit in your pain for 1 second because they are all consumed by their own. They cannot relate on any level with your pain. So they have to detach. And how they do that, of course, is with gaslighting. You now are starting to see them for what they really are. So immediately they go into this absolutely cruel, insidious, heinous form of abuse. Now, gaslighting is going to look like everything that's being said is intended to confuse you. And trust me, this is very, very intentional. They're going to have you believing you're crazy, you're thin-skinned, you're just trying to start shit, you're combative, you're all kinds of insane, crazy things. You probably need help, medication, attention for your mental disorder, right? And the problem with this is gaslighting is extremely effective. So victims really, really start to challenge their own ability to think and reason and see things in their true perspective. So in addition to all this constant bombardment of, cruel abuse, cheating on you, lying to you, stealing money from you, manipulating your finances, corrupting your home, all these things are going on, and now you're thinking, holy fuck, is it me? Like, what's going on here? How did I get this crazy? I often wondered. I never had these types of relationship issues with anyone in my life. And all of a sudden, there's this relentless, and it is relentless. You are crazy, you are sick, you are bipolar, you need help. You are mental, you should be on medication. You are thin-skinned, you are paranoid, you are crazy, crazy, crazy. And guess what? Eat that day and night for a while and see how crazy you actually start to feel. Gaslighting is extremely effective. In addition to gaslighting you, they are quite often withdrawing emotionally, cutting you off, not speaking to you, calling you names. The cheating's going to increase, the lying's going to increase. All these menacing, destructive behaviors that they have are all now coming into play. And even if you were in a very sane, clear mind, it would be too much. But the fact that your mental stability has been so gravely challenged by the gaslighting, I mean, it just makes it impossible to cope on any level. So you start to really become incapacitated mentally, physically. People are getting all kinds of physical symptoms. I mean, I would just start losing weight. Honest to God, I looked like I had hepatitis. My skin would get gray. I was just weak and frail and in just a horrendous state, mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally. It just becomes all consuming till you are an absolutely busted up bag of shit. Gaslighting is definitely going to be one of their primary forms of hiding who they are. They hide who they are by confusing the shit out of you. And the other part of gaslighting and what it's intended to do is not only mask them, but to help aid them in their denial. Now, when you're dealing with someone, anyone, I don't care what the relationship dimensions are, when someone is in your life that has zero capacity to assume responsibility for their own actions, zero ability to look at their own actions, to see their own actions as they're truly affecting people, and who live primarily in a total state of denial, you are in an absolutely hopeless situation. An inability to see yourself as you truly are it's just a relationship kiss of death. There's no way around it. There's no way of making it better. This denial is ultimately going to lead to the end of the relationship. They will reach a point where they just can't keep hiding who they are, and they're going to now start dumping you and discarding you. And if you're in that situation right now of constant abuse and gaslighting, all you're doing is waiting for the dumping and discarding, because once you start to see what they got under that mask, they're going to need to get rid of you. Now, the pain of all of this combined, and when they see you kind of hitting real weak spots, it's really going to start coming on fast and heavy, I'll tell you. So you need to, until you can get out of there, and nothing that I'm saying here is about hoping you learn how to cope in this disgusting situation. It's really all about getting you out of there and helping create in you a sense of awareness of what is happening to you. Now, part of the problem with gaslighting and all that abuse is that as you're imploding, as you're becoming incapacitated, you can't put a plan together, and an exit strategy is very hard, and that's how we get trapped, right? So you've got to try and push all that filth out of your way, out of that toxic, horrible energy out of your way, and you have to really focus on getting out of there. Now, one way to kind of start to get your mind clear again is definitely a bit of manipulation of your narc and his gaslighting. Only one way to slow down the gaslighting, and this is through quite a bit of research. Now, there's going to be moments where they stop to help a neighbor, help an old lady put her groceries in the car, whatever, because of course they've got to create this fake empathy, fake kindness, fake compassion for humanity, right? Because they're trying to put, this fake image forward, this illusion of a good person. So when you see these moments of fake kindness, jump on that. Tell them, you're such a compassionate person. You are such an empathetic person. You show such kindness to your fellow man. Now, the gaslighting is meant to confuse you so you don't see what's under the mask. They just want you to see the mask, right? So if you are kind of exaggerating the fact that all you see is the mask, all you see is their kindness and empathy, this will slow the gaslighting down. And you need it slowed down because you need a clear mind, because you got to plan an exit strategy. Come hell or high water, toss this coin all day long. You got to get out of there. Plain and simple. It's a dead-end road. Please always keep in mind that the narcissist in your life is severely disordered. Personality disorders from the cluster B group are mental illnesses you really don't want to be poking a stick at. You know, the best bet is that you leave, no matter what. And I'm telling you, I love my narc. I did everything I could, and, you know, I tend to be a fairly efficient woman, despite what Trevor had to say about me. And I truly believe that through all the research I did when we were together, you know, had there been a way to help him or save the relationship, it probably would have come to pass. They are just far too deviant, far too sick, far too corrupted, far too manipulative, and their souls are far, they are hollowed out. They are absolutely gutted. There is nothing there. And in the end, they don't even have the capacity to love you or to love themselves or to nurture a relationship. So it's just a dead-end road, guys, kind of like a brick wall and a dead-end road. So I really hope you guys are making the move to get out. Now, I hope some of this was a bit helpful for you to handle the gaslighting, because if you start losing your mind, you're never getting out of there.